Tim Hardaway Sr., former All-Star, 14 years, 5 All-NBA first teams. So his son is averaging 20 a game, shooting the lights out for Dallas. Luka's a phenomenal player. When is the first time, Tim, that your son told you, yeah, this Luka guy is really good? Like, did it take long to figure out how special he was?
Well, it didn't take long to see how special he was. But everybody got to understand, he's been playing professional basketball since he was 13 years old. He's been playing against grown folks since he was 13 years old. So this is nothing new to him. He just comes out here and plays his same way. He plays the same style each and every game, and he's effective with it. He finds his teammates. When he needs to take over the basketball game, he takes over the basketball game. But, I think not only is his team at all, I think the coaches are at all of how he plays each and every night and what he brings to the table and how he does and how he plays well each and every night and give his team a chance to win each and every night. I think that's surprising. Every night they have a chance to win if he's playing the game.
It's interesting with the Clippers. I look at their roster and their experience, and Tim, I think to myself, this should be about a 5-game series. But they're really struggling. Dallas is your son's getting open looks. They're getting a lot of penetration. Is it possible, like when you look at the Clippers, you look at their roster, and I got players. I got Lou, and I got Paul, and I got Montrezl Harrell, and I got Kawhi. Why are they struggling, in your opinion?
Well, I think it's a lot of pressure on them. Kawhi, there's no pressure on him. He just comes down here and play the way he plays. But I think the other guys, as it mounts, the game goes on, and they keep missing shots, and Kawhi keep putting in shots. I think the pressure is on Paul George, on the twin, and Mo Williams. He's playing well because Mo Williams has been in this predicament many, many, many times. Just other players have to just step their game up. And I think that at this particular point, it's just mountain. Everything is mountain. And every time that the Dallas Mavericks be aggressive on offense, going to the hole, making things happen at the rim, making good passes, playing strong with the basketball, making open threes, making tough threes. I think that, it just keeps mounting and mounting and mounting. And those guys start to get, it gets tougher for them. I agree with Doc Rivers. With Paul George, everybody should, he's a great ball player. The guy's going to figure it out. But I hope he don't figure it out this series.
I don't blame you. We were talking earlier about LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They have worked together from day one. We were kind of surprised on this show. Their chemistry has been great. As you know, two stars in Philadelphia don't appear to get along. When you were in the NBA, did stars generally get along? Was it sometimes hard when you had like a LeBron and an AD and they're two of the top 4 players in the league? Are you surprised the Lakers' chemistry this year has been as good as it's been?
No, I am not surprised that the Lakers' chemistry is as good as it's been and is right now, because LeBron is that type of player. He's a leader on the court. He's a coach on the court. He helps everybody out that's on his team to understand and make sure they understand what they want to run, how they want to run it, who they looking for, what they looking for in the offense. And then he tells them, don't worry about me. And when I need to turn it on, I'm going to turn it on, which he does. And when he turns it on, the other team's at his mercy. So I'm not surprised at, how they're playing and the chemistry that they're playing with. But, going back to what you was talking about with the Philadelphia 76ers, I think you got two headstrong guys.
Yeah.
And they're young now. They're young. And they still trying to figure it out. And I think they will figure out. And I think that, this year or this summer, you just got to talk to them, ask them what they want. It's all about communication. Ask them what they want, what they're looking for, what they need to do together, or when one is out and when one is, in, how the chemistry level is going to be. I don't think that, it's a lot of pressure saying this is Joel Embiid's team or this is Simmons' team. No, it's both of their teams, all right? And the way they come out is to play together, play with a lot of confidence. They can easily put the team on their backs, and go out there and play to win. But, it just haven't happened yet. And me personally, I wouldn't trade neither one of them. I keep them and try to win with them because you got two guys like that with the talents that they have. You got to make it work or try to make it work. So for your team.
James Harden is one of the greatest scorers I've ever seen. And there is an argument to be made that as great a scorer as he is, his game is not necessarily always going to be helping other teammates or winning championships, but he's a great basketball player. He's very ball-centric. He's got to kind of control the offense. He and Westbrook, they sometimes work together, they sometimes don't. What do you make of Westbrook and Harden playing together? I'm not denying they're not fascinating. I don't know if it's championship level stuff. Tim, your thoughts?
I think it's championship level stuff. I didn't think that Chris Paul and James Harden will work out because they two dominant ball guys that need the ball in their hands to make things work for their team. But Russell Westbrook, he's a person that doesn't need the ball in his hands. He go out there and have a triple-double by rebounding the basketball on the offensive end and defensive end, playing great defense, playing good offense when he gets the ball, slashing to the hole, cutting to the hole, and just doing his own thing when he needs to do his own thing out on the court. I just think that these two guys are perfect complements to each other, and they play well with each other. I just think that as it goes on, and if Russell Westbrook is not healthy, I think that team is not going to be successful. I think they need Russell Westbrook to get healthy, to get back on the court, and to get back to where he is aggressive out there on the court. People are scared of him when he comes downhill. He's going to the basket. He makes things happen. He can shoot his mid-range jump shot. So I think that these two guys complement each other, and I just think that they missing Russell Westbrook. And once they get him, they are a championship caliber team. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people upset with James Harden and how he plays. He dribble. But you know what? That's the way their offense is. And he gets people involved. Even though he dribbles a lot, he makes the right play. He get the person the basketball. They can shoot a jump shot. They can dribble, drive. But he's right up there with the best guys that carries teams, that scores the basketball, and that makes that offense run. So I commend him each and every night because what he does, you got to be in phenomenal shape to go out there and to play the way he does each and every night and to give 35, 40 points, 50 points a game. You got to be in phenomenal shape to do that, and I commend him for that.
Finally, Luka's 21. I don't think I've ever seen a 21-year-old who's as good an offensive player. So go back to now. LeBron was a greater physical specimen. He was faster, better defender. But go back and look at LeBron at 21 and Luka at 21. Are you shocked by how good Luka is? Does he compare to LeBron at 21?
Of course he compares to LeBron at 21. I tell you this, like I said before, Luka's been playing against grown men and in pro since he was 13 years old. And only this right here only helps him to try to understand, or he already understands how to get to the rim, when to make the pass, how to make the pass, how to, get his teammates involved and how to take over a game. I think LeBron knew how to do that, but at that particular point, he was still coming out of high school. Right. He was coming out of high school right into the NBA, and you had NBA guys that, look, man, you got to pass me the ball. Even though I know you the guy that we gonna take us to the promised land. I'm still open. I'm still here. He still had to run the team and do other things. But Luka is a guy that when he goes out there and play and the things they do with the Euro step, getting to the rim, creating fouls. Only thing they got to do is make some foul shots. Then, they wouldn't even be in that predicament of going to overtime.
Yeah.
But, that's another story. But, just the things that he does out there. And he's a triple-double walking around each and every game. I mean, I look at the game. I look at the game differently than a lot of people. I look at how he's always around the basketball, rebounding the basketball, tipping it out, has his hands in the passing lane. He just has a knack for the basketball, and that shows you that he studies the game. He understands what he needs to do to take his team to that next level.
Tim Hardaway Sr., NBA great. Good seeing you. Glad you're well. He's I'm not going to give his location, but he's not far from where my wife grew up. It's a beautiful part of America, and it's good seeing you, man. Thanks. Congrats to your son.
Nice seeing you too. Thank you very much. Continued success, and everybody stay safe.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.